right, ladies and gentlemen, from Uttar Pradesh to West Bengal, where the West Bengal CID finally had no option but to hand over Shahjahan Sheikh and the Sandeshkhali cases to the CBI. But it wasn't without a fight, as you can imagine. The CID was supposed to hand over Shahjahan Sheikh by 4:15 p.m. today to the CBI on the orders of the Calcutta High Court. The Calcutta High Court had called the Bengal cops totally biased as they handed over the probe and Shahjahan Sheikh to the CBI. The West Bengal government wasn't going down without a fight, so they knocked the doors of the Supreme Court, saying that the High Court's transfer order is perverse, illegal and arbitrary. The state had also informed the top court that it proceeded with the investigation with utmost importance, quote unquote, essentially saying that they were prompt enough to take action against Shahjahan Sheikh. Now, no one was buying that argument, not even the Supreme Court, given the fact that it took 56 days for the West Bengal police to actually arrest Shahjahan Sheikh, who is a member of the TMC. Well, he's been now suspended for 6 years. The Supreme Court in turn today turned down the urgent hearing in the matter, citing the unavailability of the Chief Justice of India, who's currently engaged in a constitution bench. Which means essentially, ladies and gentlemen, the Mamata government had absolutely no choice but to hand over Shahjahan Sheikh to the CBI. We'll talk about their reluctance in just a bit with our guest this evening. But to add insult to injury was the Prime Minister today, who called the TMC a Mahila Virodhi Sarkar. This while addressing a public rally in Barasat, which is the district where Sandeshkhali is situated. He in fact also met the women of Sandeshkhali who were at the receiving end of Shahjahan's atrocities. Now, this is his second visit to West Bengal in just 5 days.
यहाँ की टीएमसी सरकार को आपके दुख से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। टीएमसी सरकार बंगाल की महिलाओं के गुनहगार को बचाने के लिए पूरी शक्ति लगा रही है। संकट के समय बहनें आसानी से शिकायत कर सके, इसके लिए महिला हेल्पलाइन बनाई गई है। लेकिन टीएमसी सरकार इस व्यवस्था को यहां लागू नहीं होने दे रही है। ऐसी महिला विरोधी टीएमसी सरकार महिलाओं का कभी भला नहीं कर सकती।
স্যার আমাদের আশ্বস্ত করেছে যে আমাদের সন্দেশখালীর যেসব মানুষদের উপরে যে অত্যাচার হয়েছে আমরা যেসব আর্জি নিয়ে স্যারের কাছে এসেছি, স্যার আমাদের আস্থা দিলেন যে উনি পার্সোনালি এই ব্যাপারটা দেখবে আর কি।
All right. The TMC has responded to the Prime Minister's statement there, saying that the BJP just wants to divide Bengal and that the Prime Minister can only speak about Sandeshkhali, but he doesn't have the time or the bandwidth to weed the women of Manipur. Listen in.
বাংলাকে অপমান করা মানে বাংলায় যারা বসবাস করে অপসংস্কৃতির বিরুদ্ধে যার যার নিজের সংস্কৃতিকে রক্ষা করবার জন্য আসুন আমরা ব্রিগেডে একটা গর্জন ব্রিগেড তৈরি করি, যে গর্জনের মধ্যে দিয়ে দিল্লির কানে আওয়াজ পৌঁছায় যে বাংলা স্বাধীনতা আন্দোলনের পথ দেখিয়েছিল, বাংলা নবজাগরণের পথ দেখিয়েছিল। সুতরাং বাংলার একটা কন্ট্রিবিউশন দেশকে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যাওয়া বরাবরই আছে। সেটাকে আজকে বাংলার সংস্কৃতি এবং বাংলার এই চেতনাটাকে সম্পূর্ণভাবে ছিন্ন বিচ্ছিন্ন করে দেওয়ার একটা চক্রান্ত চলছে। এই চক্রান্তের বিরুদ্ধে আসুন একদিনের জন্য আমরা সবাই সমবেত হই।
No, we have said this in the past too, that Prime Minister appears to be very concerned about the women of Sandeshkhali. We are saying that he should be equally sensitive and equally concerned about the women in Manipur too, where he is yet to reach. He has already twice reached Bengal because Sandeshkhali incident happened. But the point is that Pradhan Mantri has not reached Manipur, and there is a selective discrimination when it comes to reaching to BJP ruled states and non-BJP ruled states.
My guest this evening, Keya Ghosh, spokesperson of the BJP, running a bit late, will be joining us in just a bit. Tauseef Rahman, spokesperson of the TMC. Arvind Kumar Jain, former DGP Uttar Pradesh. Mr. Jain, before I go to the politicians, I want to come to you. As a former DGP of Uttar Pradesh, as someone who's spent long years in the police service, I want to ask you, when you see a state government and a state police so reluctant to hand over someone to the CBI, what does it indicate to you?
It simply indicates that they want to hide something. They want to save Shahjahan Sheikh and his gang, his brother, for the atrocities which he has committed over the women of Sandeshkhali. Check dams used to be breached, and seawater used to be allowed inside the fertile lands, so that land becomes barren, and it will have to be handed over for fisheries. All these atrocities, they are absolutely unheard of in 2024. I can't imagine a state like this in which such atrocities are taking place. And today, ladies came forward and met Prime Minister and told him about the atrocities which have been committed on them in Sandeshkhali. In my opinion, suspension is just a ruse and nothing else. The government is trying to save him right from day one. That's why it took 55 days to arrest this man.
So, Mr. Jain, you are very clear as a former police officer with no affiliation either to the BJP or the Congress, to the TMC, as a neutral observer, that the government has something to hide, which is why they don't want to hand over Shahjahan Sheikh to the CBI. Tauseef Rahman, that is the impression all of us have. And the question is, why are you trying to shield him and protect him? Because that is exactly the impression that has gone out.
Yeah, see, first of all, I want to clarify myself that yes, we have a reservation. We have our own perspective against ED and CBI, because the kind of pace they investigate things and they want to roll down their own agenda because they have become the mouthpiece of BJP, I understand. We don't believe in CBI and ED. And of course, we have nothing to hide in the investigation. Since 7th Feb, 25th Feb and 28th Feb, we are there with the court, we are there with the law. We never said that we are going to hide Sheikh Shahjahan, whether he's absconding from day one. We are the one who wanted to take out Sheikh Shahjahan. We are the one who wanted to investigate everything. And whatever Narendra Modi says, it doesn't matter at all, because the people of Bengal knows how much he lies. Because when he talked about Nari Shakti, he is the one who was going to give a ticket. He already gave the ticket. His name was pronounced Pavanji from Asansol, जिन्होंने कहा था Bengali mal. So you are talking about Nari Shakti giving ticket to such people, and yes, Sheikh Shahjahan is arrested. We had our own reservation that we wanted this case and investigation to roll out quickly in Supreme Court, not to go on that case that BJP will take mileage, BJP will have a cash on it. We didn't want it to happen. And what is the problem? If we want to take this case to Supreme Court, we have a democracy. We can do whatever we want to until and unless if it's under the law. We are not behind the law, we are not beside the law, we are not above the law. But CBI क्या कर रही है?
Do you have the right to approach the Supreme Court? Yes, you have the right to approach the Supreme Court to say कि हमारा बंगाल का CID ही रखेगा Sheikh Shahjahan को. We will not hand him over to the CBI. The fact is that the Supreme Court also saw there was no merit in your argument for an early hearing, and they have turned you away. They have showed you the door. I am asking you, why do you want to shield him? Why do you not want to hand him over? The impression is, and to any person, any citizen who is watching is, the TMC has something to hide. क्योंकि ये Sheikh Shahjahan बोल रहे हैं, but all this illegal fisheries business, all this land grab, etc., पैसा सीधा ऊपर तक जाता है.
Yeah, who arrested Sheikh Shahjahan? The Bengal police arrested Shahjahan within 72 hours.
After 56 days.
The Bengal Congress has also suspended Sheikh Shahjahan from the party for 6 years. Bhushan has not been suspended. There is no FIR, no such cases going on. Everything is in Supreme Court. But when it comes to Sheikh Shahjahan, we have been targeted that we want to shield Sheikh Shahjahan. It is not fair. This is the National General Secretary of Trinamool Congress came in front and they said that strictness has to be shown by West Bengal police. And Sheikh Shahjahan arrested. I mean, why you have to turn the table when it's about Trinamool Congress? Why such biasness? Why such selfishness?
Even the Kolkata High Court. Listen, Tauseef, you know that I'm not a channel that bats for the BJP. Hai na? You are aware of that. I try and look at things from the prism of neutrality. My point to you is, as someone neutral sitting in a Delhi studio, or someone sitting in Lucknow, or someone sitting in Bangalore, is looking at things and saying, "Dal mein kuch kala hai." And when you are telling me that we arrested Sheikh Shahjahan, please, you only arrested after the Calcutta High Court asked you to do it. And what did they say about your CID and police? That they are most biased. That is what the Calcutta High Court said, most biased to the Calcutta police.
This is the reason when the court asked us to stay away from the investigation, and this stay on the investigation was coming from ED. I will just completely read out one thing from the investigation from the court. Therefore, till the appeals are heard and disposed, orders direction issued by the learned single bench in the impugnant order date 17 January 2024 shall remain stayed until further notice. It goes without saying that the West Bengal Police State shall also be restrained from proceeding with the investigation in the cases which have been listed by them. Now, second, this order exemplifies how the Calcutta High Court has restrained
again the same story. We've already had this discussion 2 days ago. Tauseef, ye ho gaya. This discussion has happened 2 days ago. No, your hands were not tied. You were fibbing. But anyhow, let Keya Ghosh come in.
We have to let the people know as well.
Firstly,
no. The Kolkata High Court had clarified and said that we have not tied anyone's hands. Yeah, Keya, go ahead, please.
I can understand the frustration of TMC spokesperson. Today, as we talk, their old colleague, TMC's Mamata Banerjee's one time, a so-called colleague and mentor, Tapas Roy, he joined Bharatiya Janata Party, citing these kind of irregularities and this kind of partisan politics by Mamata Banerjee and Trinamool Congress. I can understand the frustration of Tauseef that
Keya
he cannot
Ghosh,
even
just walked into a TMC trap. But go ahead.
I have
just
not walked into a TMC trap. I will specify.
Tapas Roy, 1 minute. Tapas Roy is someone who quit because he said he was abandoned by the Mamata Banerjee government after ED raids on his residence. So ED conducts raids. Suddenly, Mr. Tapas Roy decides to leave, and the BJP is happy to welcome him. The BJP who calls TMC corrupt says we are fighting corruption. We'll accept a corrupt person. Kya baat hai?
Here the trap is, the trapped one is TMC and Mamata Banerjee. I will clarify you the reason why. And precisely, which is why I brought up the Tapas Roy issue. First, before I answer to you or answer to your questions, let me tell my friend Tauseef once and for all, even the last time he did it, I don't know why do you allow this on your show. He pronounces our honorable PM's name as Narendra Modi. Please tell him the name is Narendra Modi, in case he doesn't understand, right? Anyways, I wouldn't like, obviously, he wouldn't appreciate if I call Bhaipo Banerjee, right? Anyways, coming to your point, Tapas Roy, what did he say? Mamata Banerjee abandoned him, but stood beside Sheikh Shahjahan, that too on the Vidhan Sabha floor. Remember, you and I, we had a show where Tauseef was also there. So he precisely said, while Mamata Banerjee stood beside somebody like Sheikh Shahjahan, and she said that this is a target, Sheikh Shahjahan, a tormentor, is being targeted. But she remained mum about Tapas Roy. So the trap one is TMC. Today, what we saw yesterday, the brazen shamelessness by the state. Somebody like Sheikh Shahjahan, the entire TMC government, they're appearing in Supreme Court saying no. Abhi na jao chhod ke, abhi dil bhara nahi. This is the kind of treatment Sheikh Shahjahan gets, while an old guard, they are just subjected to, I believe, abandonment. Why? Because Sheikh Shahjahan is like, we have a word called Jockey Dawn. It's like a very cherished treasure to Trinamool Congress, who heads them to win elections, panchayat elections, one-sided elections. And like you said, thank you, Shreya. Obviously,
Ghosh,
I knew
but
that,
why is the BJP's heart bleeding for Kunal Ghosh? Ms. Ghosh.
I'm sorry? Sorry?
Ms. Ghosh, you have full, I'm saying why all of us have a full right to have beef with Shahjahan Sheikh for what he has done. I want to ask you, why is the BJP's heart suddenly bleeding for Tapas Roy? Someone against whom ED raids have just been conducted in a corruption case?
So, see, there's one interesting point, Shreya. Thank you for bringing up the issue. Tapas Roy, you will remember what he said. He said that the ED raid is at the behest of one of his ex-colleague, the sitting MP of North Kolkata Lok Sabha, Sudeep Bandyopadhyay. He particularly mentioned this. So, by this, while he was in TMC, he absolutely made it clear that if at the behest of one Trinamool MP, ED raids could be conducted, definitely ED raids are not conducted at the behest of BJP. That Tapas Roy, and while he was in TMC, he made it clear. And now the second question about the respect for women. I would like to mention, while Tauseef he spoke about this the ex-candidate of Asansol, I can show you 1001 videos where so-called sitting Trinamool MPs, their videos, the current sitting MP of Asansol, his lustful videos, I could show you. But I don't want to go to that on that road. Just one thing. They are so concerned about women's respect. Then why didn't their CM, Mamata Banerjee, the only women CM of India, of Bharatvarsh, why didn't she go and visit Sandeshkali?
Good point.
Is it that far, Shreya?
Good point. Mr. Rahman, please come in here. You have such a big ego that if women of a particular area are accusing your man of doing something heinous and the BJP has jumped in just because of your ego, you will not try and deliver justice to those women. You will ensure that the man behind the injustice is missing for 56 days. Questions will be raised. Where was Mamata Banerjee? The Prime Minister can come twice, but Mamata Banerjee cannot even come once.
Sandeshkhali is not an event. वहाँ पे कोई किसी का बारात नहीं आया. It's not an event. It's a serious allegation which has been coming from the ED, from the women of Sandeshkhali. And it's a serious case coming from your end as well, because being neutral side, you on the neutral side, I totally understand, but you always attacking, and this is how politics and the country should run. But Sandeshkhali is not a photo shoot area. You try to understand, because Barasat and for Sandeshkhali, it's a photo shoot area for Narendra Modi, not for us.
She's the chief minister. She's the chief minister of West Bengal. She's the only woman chief minister in this country, and under her rule, under her watch, oops, have we lost you, Tauseef? Under her watch, you have women accusing a TMC man of raping them in the TMC office and grabbing their land for fishery business. And the chief minister will not come and visit them in 2 months, or at least try and say that, okay, I hear you and I'll do what I can. Instead, what is a party saying, Tauseef Rahman? All the while, what was a party saying? All the while, your senior leaders were saying that these are ghost stories that are coming from Sandeshkhali, that the women are lying, that they have been paid 5,000 rupees. They are paid actors and actresses. The entire plot and drama has been created by the RSS. I think we've lost Tauseef's line just at the last moment. Mr. Arvind Kumar Jain, would you want to come in here as you watch these events play out in the state of West Bengal as a citizen? What do you think? I mean, what do you think is going on?
Days or 6 days back, there was a news item in all the papers that a commission had been set up in Sandeshkhali to look into the grievances put forward by at least 400 women. And it was mentioned in that lands of 140 people have already been restored to them, and the complaints were found to be correct. And action is being taken in the rest of the 260 complaints. So it is absolutely clear from that news item that land grabbing was there. So many allegations which were made by women, by the men of Sandeshkhali, they are absolutely correct. Government has confessed. The camps set up of police and local revenue authorities, they have restored. government has been forced to restore the land because there was so much of hue and cry over this incident throughout the country. It was turning into another Nandigram. So, and government is very scared that if action is taken at one place, they might have to initiate action at other places also. So, if this is the situation, naturally they would like to keep it confined to Sandeshkhali only. Otherwise, why should government protect one family, Sirajuddin, Shahjahan Sheikh, Sirajuddin Sheikh and his goons? What is the motive behind it?
True.
The tribals, land of tribals have been taken away. Yes.
All right. Here's the thing. The fact is that there is no doubt in anyone's mind, including the government of West Bengal's, that Shahjahan Sheikh is guilty. Now, what exactly he is guilty of, that can be a matter of debate. But he certainly grabbed land of poor tribals in Sandeshkhali to convert it into his fisheries business. There are charges of sexual assault as well against him and his men. Those charges will be investigated. But there is no doubt, as I said, in anyone's mind that Sheikh Shahjahan is guilty of many of the charges that are being put against him. If the man is guilty, where is the problem in handing him over to the CBI? Are you fighting tooth and nail not to hand him over to the CBI because baat nikli hai to dur tarak jayegi? Maybe that's the case. We'll leave it there for the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see how the story plays out. For the moment, Sheikh Shahjahan finally in the CBI's custody. Keya, Ghosh, thank you very much. Tauseef Rahman, we lost you in the middle, but thank you very much in case you're listening to us. And Arvind Kumar Jain, thank you very much for joining us as well. I'm slipping into a quick break on the show. On the other side, we are telling you why the Supreme Court is roaring at the Uttarakhand government, especially its ex-forest minister. It's a story regarding the Jim Corbett Park and how it was on the verge of being destroyed. That's coming up next. Do stay with us.